It is so important to be thankful to God because true gratitude can make miracles possible in our lives. It opens doors that previously seemed closed, and yet it is not always easy to be grateful. There are moments when many things occur to us, but gratitude is not necessarily the first priority. How do you see it?
Yes, that's right. We know how important it is to be grateful. Gratitude opens the heart, heals wounds, and brings light to our souls. But in moments when something embarrassing happens or when we're going through difficult times, we often ask ourselves, what should I be grateful for now? And yes, it's really hard to see anything good in the midst of pain or darkness. But it's precisely in these moments that hidden strength often lies, because there's always something to be thankful for. Gratitude doesn't mean sugarcoating everything. It doesn't mean ignoring the pain, but it does mean consciously searching for the light in the darkness, for the small signs of hope, for the quiet gifts that God gives us even in difficult times. And when we begin to see these moments, something changes within us. Then our trust grows, and suddenly we realize, even in difficult times, I am held. I am not alone.
Perhaps it will help you to look back at life from the current point in time. Think about the times when things were really hard, moments when you didn't know what to do anymore. And then look, what did you learn from these situations? Maybe you even managed to entrust the situation to God and were able to experience what He can do with it. Often it is only in retrospect that we realize how much we have grown, especially during difficult times, how our view of life has changed, how suddenly something good became visible, even in the pain. Maybe there were people who were there for you completely unexpectedly. Maybe you discovered something about yourself that you would never have seen otherwise. That is why it is so valuable not only to be grateful when everything is easy and beautiful, but also in the moments that challenge us. Because even if you feel like everything is going against you, God can create something wonderful from it.
Yes, we often learn through difficult situations. Even if they're hard, they often bring something good with them, a new insight, a new perspective, or simply inner strength. And that is exactly what we should focus on. What did I learn from this? Not, why did this happen? Rather, what can I do with it? It helps a lot if we look at the situation from a distance. If we ask ourselves, what would another person have done in my situation? Or even better, what would Jesus have done at that moment? This perspective brings us not only clarity, but also comfort. Because sometimes we only realize in retrospect that God wanted to show us something very valuable during this difficult time. It is also a very good practice to pause at the end of the day. What happened today? What was nice? What can I be grateful for, even if the day wasn't perfect? Sure, not everything was easy. Maybe something painful happened, but then we can say to ourselves, it could have been worse, and yet I'm here, I'm alive. I've learned, and I'm grateful for that. Gratitude doesn't always change the situation, but it changes our hearts. And when our heart changes, we suddenly see light again, even on dark days.
Exactly, especially when we consciously focus on gratitude, something changes within us. Our mood is brightening, we are becoming more positive, and we know if we live with a positive attitude, we also attract more good things into our lives. Gratitude also means trust. Faith doesn't mean only believing what we see, but to trust that God means well for us, always. Being thankful sometimes means thanking God now for something that may not have shown itself yet. If you want a loving partner, be thankful today for the relationship God has in store for you. If you want a new home, thank God now for the home He will give you. Learn to be thankful in faith, because that is an expression of deep trust that God sees you, that He loves you, and that He always has your best interests at heart.
Trust in God and trust in yourself. If you still have problems with trust sometimes, then you will find many prayers on our channel who will help you here, who will support you. We now have more and more meditations on our channel So check it out every now and then, and if you haven't subscribed yet, then subscribe to the channel now. Feel free to share it with your friends. God bless you.